This is 39th Avenue.
Oh, sorry.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Broadway.
They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway, but this is not the one they sing about on Broadway. So when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, this ain't the place for you to sing and shout on Broadway.
This is Boulevard and the next stop is 30th Avenue. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hey cats and kids, Captain Zorikh here on this particularly snowy January 30th, 31st, 2021. This is the first time that we've taken a subway ride, before we've had some awesome cab rides, Roosevelt Island Tramway, and walks through the vacant city of New York during this here COVID crisis. But this is also not the first time we're going to have a walk through the snow, but the first time we're going to have a walk through the snow in Queens, the borough of Astoria. We're only going to walk 2 blocks from here, but might as well, I just didn't want to let this opportunity to get a different view of New York City pass us by. So, too many reflections here. So let's just head on out. So we're actually going to be coming out on the street opposite from the direction I want to go, because I want to have the experience of walking under this elevated subway. Elevated subways used to be all the rage, but for some reason or another, a bunch of them got torn down and replaced by underground subways. The 3rd Avenue L famously was taken down and, I guess you could say, replaced by the Lexington Avenue line, and about a century later by the 2nd Avenue line. But just look at the picturesque quality of the nighttime streets of New York City, with the snow-covered ground, the snow coming down, giving the sky sort of a bluish gray tint because of the reflections in the low-flying clouds of the sun, of the street lights, I mean to say. This here is the street of Broadway in Astoria, Queens, at the intersection of Broadway and 31st, which is 31st. Yeah, 31st is the street that is underneath the, this elevated subway line here, 31st Avenue, I mean to say. Or is it the street? I'll check in a minute. But in the meantime, let's check out this big old vehicle with a snowplow on the front end. It's not doing any plowing at the moment. So we're going to cross the street here. Okay. And we're going to wait for this light. Oh, this here store with half a sign, magazines and pocketbooks and cigars. That sign's probably been around since the 70s, maybe the 60s. But what's also interesting is inside there, they do actually have 3 comic books packed in the bunches of 3 comic books packed in one bag for only $1. So it's a great way to start a comic book collection. Mostly stuff from the 90s, but some stuff on this side of the century, and also some stuff from the 80s and even the 70s. Alrighty then. Got the Parisi Bakery over there. La Gata Golosan Bakery from Colombian. They've got this interesting dish made of, treat made of corn and cheese. There's a barbershop lit up like a bar. The king of falafel and shawarma over there, by the way, was originally the front of it looks like a truck because it was I think it was the best food truck of New York City back in like 2019 or something. Here we go. There goes that truck turning a corner. Like many parts of the city, some businesses have been closed down because of the COVID. Some of them have just adjusted their business models, particularly the restaurants, to be mostly takeout, or they have constructed outdoor or pseudo-outdoor structures. Like Broadway Station over there has a fully enclosed outdoor structure. Dino's also seems to double as a real estate office, no-fee apartment rentals. All right. Yeah, so that must have been 31st Avenue because 31st Street, because here's 30th Street. And now let's see. Go. That building over there, which you could see better in the daytime, is actually of a particular type of architectural style that is Whoa, fuck. I really got to watch out where I'm going here. Sorry. A particular architectural style that is popular in Queens. Someone once told me the story of why that kind of sort of oriental looking, I mean that in the archaic sense of, like vaguely Middle Eastern kind of sort of, was so popular in Queens. If anybody happens to know that, feel free to provide a link or explain it right here in the comments. Here, however, this looks a little more old school European. They only got 5% of power left though, so we better shut down pretty quick. That Japanese restaurant's got their little outdoor cafe there. And this Bagel City, New York City Bagel Coffee House, they had outdoor tables in the daytime. There's a food emporium here and a trade fair down the block. The main difference in what they've got is that food emporium costs about 10 to 30% more. Okay, that little store in the corner there, they must be losing a lot of display space. They are losing a lot of display space because of the construction going on there in the corner. Normally they have the fruits and vegetables on the outside there. They've got organic stuff in there. They're a pretty good market, actually. That their restaurant, they closed down a while ago. That building's an interesting sort of building. Got some features to it that intrigue me that you can't really see too well at the night. All right, so here's where I'm turning off, folks. So let's just take one last look up and down Broadway. Okay, over in that direction is the island of Manhattan, and over in that direction is the rest of Long Island. Okay, let's see. Let's reverse this. Come on, there we go. All right, so there's absolutely no one out here. All right, so thank you very much for watching on this remarkably short visit to the vacant city of New York. That is vacant because it is pretty much midnight on Sunday, as opposed to the reasons that I started doing these vacant New Yorks, which was because of the COVID shutdown. Although, you know, between the snowstorm and the midnight, it really doesn't matter that how bad the COVID shutdown is at the moment. Okay, I love you all, so clean up, cover up, and call your loved ones. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. I love you all. Captain Zorikh coming at you. I'll try to get some music to you this week also. There's a couple of songs I've been working on. Love you.